Chosen One today marks the beginning of a powerful transformation in your life, one that will bring you closer to the divine peace and guidance you have been seeking. It is the moment when you make the decision to surrender control to God. To truly embrace the peace that He offers you, must first let go of the need to control everything in your life. You've carried the weight of expectations, worries, and the illusion of control for far too long, and now it's time to release that burden. Surrendering control doesn't mean giving up or abandoning responsibility. It doesn't mean that you stop caring or that you let life unfold haphazardly. It means choosing to trust that God's plan is greater than anything you could ever orchestrate on your own. When you surrender to God, you acknowledge that you are not the one steering the ship. Instead, you allow God to guide your life, trusting that His wisdom and love are far more expansive than your own understanding. This act of surrender is not always easy, chosen one. You may feel a sense of fear or uncertainty when you think about letting go of control. After all, you've been taught to handle everything on your own, to take charge, and to make sure everything is in its place. But the truth is, you were never meant to carry all of this alone. Surrender is not a sign of weakness. It is a declaration of trust. When you surrender to God, you are saying, "I trust you. I trust that you will guide me, that you will provide for me, and that you will lead me where I need to go." So, chosen one, take a deep breath in this moment and release the tension that you've been holding in your heart. Feel the weight of your burdens lifting as you invite God's guidance and peace into your life. Surrendering does not mean giving up. It means opening yourself up to the divine flow of life, trusting that God's plan is unfolding perfectly, even if it doesn't always match your expectations. Let's explore what it means to surrender control to God and how this decision can transform your life. First, you must recognize that the need to control often comes from a place of fear. Fear that things won't turn out as you hope, fear that you won't be able to handle what comes your way. Fear of the unknown. This fear can drive you to overthink, overplan, and overmanage every aspect of your life, leaving you feeling exhausted and disconnected from the divine peace that is always available to you. If this message has touched your spirit and you feel ready to release the hurt, type amen below and let heaven see your faith. Share your thoughts on how this message resonates with you and how forgiveness is beginning to change your life. Don't walk this journey alone. Hit subscribe, and let's continue to walk together in the freedom and peace that comes from embracing forgiveness. Your transformation starts now, but here's the truth. Chosen one, God is already at work in your life, even when you can't see it. You are not alone in this journey. The divine has been with you every step of the way, guiding you, loving you, and preparing you for the path ahead. When you surrender to God, you open yourself up to His perfect guidance and wisdom. You let go of the need to force outcomes and instead trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Surrendering control also means releasing the need for certainty. It's natural to want to know what's coming next, to seek clarity in the midst of uncertainty. But the truth is, life is full of unknowns. There will always be moments when you don't know what the future holds. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay, it's part of God's design. He has a plan for you that is greater than you could ever imagine, but it requires you to trust Him and release the need to control every detail. When you choose to surrender, you create space for God's peace to enter. You allow His divine love to fill your heart, helping you release the tension that fear and control have built up. You are no longer burdened by the need to figure everything out on your own. Instead, you trust that God's plan is unfolding perfectly, even in the midst of uncertainty. Surrendering to God's guidance means letting go of the need for answers right now and trusting that the answers will come in due time when they are meant to. Surrender also involves embracing God's timing. Often we want things to happen in our own time, when we think we're ready, when we've planned everything out, when we've worked hard enough. But God's timing is always perfect. His plan for your life is unfolding at the precise moment it needs to, even when you can't see it. Surrendering control means releasing the pressure you've put on yourself to have everything figured out right now. It means trusting that in God's perfect timing, all things will be revealed. In this moment, I invite you to take a few moments to reflect on your life. Think about the areas where you've been holding tightly to control, where fear or uncertainty have kept you from fully trusting God. What are you afraid to let go of? What parts of your life have you been trying to manage on your own, believing that you have to do it all? Now close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine releasing those areas to God. Picture handing over your worries, your fears, your need for control, and feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. As you do this, allow the divine peace of God to fill the space that was once occupied by anxiety and fear. Feel His love surrounding you and know that in this moment you are choosing to trust Him. You are surrendering your need for control and embracing His guidance. You are choosing to live in divine peace, trusting that God is leading you every step of the way. This surrender is not a one-time event. It is something you will need to practice every day. There will be moments when fear or doubt try to creep in, when the urge to take control will arise again. But remember, chosen one, every time you surrender, you are choosing peace. Every time you trust God, you open yourself to the flow of His divine guidance and love. With each act of surrender, you are letting go of the weight of fear and embracing the freedom that comes with trusting in God's plan. In every moment, you have the opportunity to choose surrender. Whether you are facing a difficult situation, an unknown future, or simply the pressures of daily life, you can choose to let go and trust that God is guiding you. By surrendering control, you align yourself with divine peace and create space for His love to transform your life. And so as you move forward in this journey, remember that surrender is an act of faith. It is a statement of trust in God's perfect plan for your life. When you surrender, you release the burden of trying to control every outcome, and you open yourself up to the divine peace and guidance that have always been available to you. Embrace this peace daily and know that as you surrender, you are stepping more fully into your divine purpose, walking hand in hand with God and allowing His love to guide you toward the abundant life He has prepared for you. Chosen one, as you continue on this path of surrendering control to God, it becomes clear that the next step in your transformation is embracing the divine blueprint for your life. God, in His infinite wisdom, has already mapped out a perfect plan for you, one that is filled with purpose, peace, and growth. The challenge is not in knowing the plan, but in trusting it. Trusting God's plan requires a deep faith that He knows what is best for you, even when the road ahead feels uncertain or unclear. We all desire clarity, knowing the next step, understanding the purpose of every moment, and having the answers before we take action. But the truth is, divine wisdom often operates in ways that transcend our understanding. The journey is not always linear, and God's plan often reveals itself in stages, in small moments of insight, and in the spaces between the questions. Your role in this journey is to trust, to surrender, and to move forward in faith, knowing that every step is being guided by a hand far greater than your own. When you begin to trust in the divine blueprint, you are choosing to let go of the need to control how things unfold. So often we impose our own expectations on life, believing that we know the best path forward. We may have a clear vision of what we want, how we want it, and when we want it. But when we choose to follow God's plan, we acknowledge that His wisdom surpasses our own. His timing is perfect, His guidance is unwavering, and His love is endless. Trusting God's plan means releasing your attachment to specific outcomes. It's easy to become fixated on the way you think things should unfold, but this attachment often leads to frustration, disappointment, and stress. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to question whether you're on the right path or whether you've made the wrong choices. But when you trust God's plan, you understand that even the detours, the unexpected moments, and the difficult seasons are part of the divine unfolding. Take a moment now, chosen one, to reflect on your life and the moments when things didn't go as you expected. How did you respond? Did you resist the changes, or did you surrender and trust that something greater was at work? Often the most transformative moments of our lives are the ones that don't make sense at first. They are the moments when we step into the unknown, when we feel vulnerable, or when we face adversity. Yet these moments are often the very stepping stones that lead us to the next phase of our journey, to the purpose and peace that God has waiting for us. As you reflect, remind yourself that God sees the whole picture. Where you see confusion or struggle, He sees growth and transformation. Where you feel lost or uncertain, He sees opportunity for greater alignment with your true self and your divine purpose. Your job is not to know every step of the journey, but to trust that God is guiding you every step of the way. His plan for your life is perfect even when you can't see it yet. The challenge of trusting God's plan often arises when life doesn't go according to our timeline. In a world that prizes efficiency and control, we are conditioned to expect results on our terms. But God's timing is not always aligned with our own. Sometimes He asks us to wait, to be patient, to trust, and to surrender our desire for immediate answers. In those waiting periods, it can feel as if progress is stalled or that we are stuck. But in reality, God is preparing us, aligning circumstances, and guiding us toward what is best for us. It is in the waiting that our faith is deepened, our trust is strengthened, and our hearts are open to new possibilities. Trusting God's plan also means embracing uncertainty. The unknown can be unsettling, and it's natural to want to avoid discomfort. But embracing uncertainty is an essential part of surrendering to God's guidance. It is in the uncertainty that God's presence shines brightest, guiding us with a quiet but steady hand. When we release our need to control, we make room for divine guidance to step in. The peace that comes with trusting the unknown is the peace that comes with surrendering your will to God's perfect plan. There will be times, chosen one, when doubt creeps in. When the road ahead seems unclear and the promises of divine peace feel distant, you may find yourself questioning if you are on the right path. This is normal. Doubt is a natural part of the human experience, and it doesn't diminish your faith. Instead of resisting doubt, allow it to pass through you, acknowledging that it's okay to feel uncertain. When you face doubt, return to trust. Remind yourself that God is with you even in the moments when you can't see or feel His presence. His love is unwavering, and His plan for you is unshakable. As you practice trust, you will begin to see the divine order of things. Events that once felt random or disconnected will begin to make sense. You will notice patterns, connections, and synchronicities that reveal God's guidance in your life. The more you surrender, the more you will begin to trust, and the more you trust, the more you will see how everything is unfolding perfectly in God's time. Trusting God's plan doesn't mean that everything will be easy. It doesn't mean that you won't face struggles, challenges, or moments of doubt, but it does mean that you are anchored in a deeper knowing that no matter what happens, you are not alone. God is with you, guiding you, supporting you, and working everything together for your good. When you trust in His plan, you step into divine peace, knowing that no matter the circumstances, you are walking the path He has prepared for you. Every day is an opportunity to choose trust, to release the need for control, and step into the flow of God's guidance. With every decision, every prayer, and every act of surrender, you are aligning yourself with divine peace and wisdom. The more you trust, the more you will see how everything in your life is being woven together by a divine hand, leading you toward your highest purpose. So, chosen one, surrender control, trust God's plan, and embrace the divine unfolding. With each step, you are moving closer to the peace, purpose, and love that await you. Chosen one, as you deepen your trust in God's plan and continue to surrender control, you will begin to experience the powerful reality that control is an illusion. You may have spent much of your life believing that if you could just manage every detail, if you could just keep things in order, everything would be okay. But in truth, the more tightly we hold on to control, the more we create stress, tension, and confusion within our lives. Control is a fragile construct. It's a belief that we can manipulate the flow of life, but it can never bring the lasting peace that surrender to God provides. The desire to control comes from a place of fear and insecurity. It's born from the idea that if we don't control everything, something bad will happen, that we will somehow be left vulnerable, exposed, or unprotected. This belief keeps us trapped in a cycle of stress as we constantly strive to keep everything in line. But when you release this need for control and place your trust in God, you are freed from the burden of trying to manage everything on your own. God, in His infinite wisdom, understands that true peace is not found in trying to control everything. It is found in surrendering to His guidance and trusting that He is in control. This doesn't mean you sit back and do nothing. Rather, it means that you take the actions required in life, but you do them from a place of peace, trust, and openness, knowing that the results are in God's hands, not yours. When you surrender control, you also release the weight of perfectionism. Perfectionism is often rooted in the fear that if we aren't perfect, if we don't do everything just right, we won't be good enough or will fail. This fear drives you to micromanage every aspect of your life, always striving for flawless results. But perfectionism only leads to burnout, disappointment, and frustration, because perfection is an illusion. There is no such thing as perfection, only progress. Instead of seeking perfection, embrace the journey. Embrace the process of growth, knowing that every mistake, every challenge, and every success is a step toward becoming the person God created you to be. When you let go of the need for perfection, you create space for grace. You allow yourself to be human, to make mistakes, to learn to grow. And in doing so, you come closer to the divine peace that transcends the need for perfection. Surrendering control also means releasing your attachment to the outcomes. You may find yourself setting specific goals and obsessing over the results. Perhaps you want things to happen in a certain way, and when they don't, you feel disappointed or even defeated. But God's plan for you is not limited to the outcomes you envision. It is far greater and more expansive than anything you could create on your own. When you place your trust in God, you stop needing things to unfold exactly as you think they should. Instead, you surrender to His wisdom, knowing that He is guiding you toward what is truly best for you. This does not mean you don't have desires or goals. It means that you release the attachment to the outcome and trust that God will guide you in the right direction. You may not always understand why things are happening the way they are, but when you surrender control, you allow God to show you a higher purpose behind every situation, every detour, and every unexpected turn. Another aspect of surrendering control is learning to embrace the present moment. So often we are either living in the past, reliving mistakes and regrets, or obsessing over the future trying to predict and control what's coming next. But divine peace can only be found in the present. The past is gone and the future is yet to come. The present moment is where God is working, where His guidance is being revealed to you. When you focus on the present and let go of this need to control the future or dwell on the past, you free yourself to receive God's peace and wisdom. To do this, you must practice mindfulness, being fully aware of where you are, what you're doing, and how you're feeling in each moment. This practice allows you to release distractions and the desire to control every outcome. Instead, you begin to appreciate the beauty and grace of the present moment, trusting that it is exactly where you are meant to be. Mindfulness also opens the door to God's guidance. In every moment, God is speaking to you, offering you wisdom, peace, and direction. But when you're focused on controlling the future or ruminating on the past, you miss His gentle whispers. When you surrender control, you make space to hear His voice and follow His lead. You stop relying solely on your own understanding and begin to trust the divine wisdom that is available to you in every moment. As you practice surrender, you may find that your fears begin to fade. Fear often arises when we feel that we have lost control, when we don't know what's going to happen next. But when you surrender control, you align yourself with the divine presence that is always with you. You recognize that you are never alone. God is always with you, guiding you, protecting you, and leading you toward peace. This realization allows you to release fear and embrace trust, knowing that God will always provide for you no matter what the future holds. It's also important to recognize that surrendering control does not mean passivity. Surrender is an active process. It's a conscious decision to let go and trust. You still have a role to play in your life. You are called to take action, make decisions, and follow God's guidance. But the difference is that you do these things from a place of peace, not fear. You trust that God will direct your steps and you move forward with confidence, knowing that His plan is unfolding in perfect timing. Surrendering control brings freedom. When you let go of the need to control everything, you free yourself from the stress and pressure that comes with trying to micromanage every detail of your life. You open yourself to the divine peace that only comes when you stop resisting the flow of one, even surrender to God's will. This freedom allows you to live with a sense of ease, knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. So chosen one, let go of the illusion of control. Surrender your need to manage every detail and trust that God is guiding you. Know that the peace you seek is already within you, and as you surrender, it will become more and more present in your life. Embrace the freedom that comes with trusting God's plan and allow His peace to fill your heart. You are not meant to carry the weight of the world alone. Let go, trust, and allow God to lead you into the peace and purpose that await you. Chosen one, as you continue to release your grip on the illusion of control, there will be moments of doubt and struggle. It is in these moments when the inner battle begins, the battle between your desire to control and the quiet, reassuring whisper of God's guidance calling you to trust. This battle is not a sign of weakness. It is part of the human experience. In fact, it is a testament to the growth and transformation that occurs when you choose to walk the path of surrender. You see, surrendering control is not a one-time event. It is a daily choice. Every day you are presented with opportunities to either let go and trust or cling to the old patterns of fear, resistance, and control. The inner struggle you face, the tension between trusting God and holding on to your own understanding, is a normal part of the process. It's part of what it means to step into the divine flow of peace and trust. In those moments of doubt, it's important to remember that you are not alone. God's love and guidance are always with you, even when you feel uncertain. When fear rises up and the urge to take control comes rushing back, remind yourself that God's peace is stronger than any fear. His presence in your life is unshakable, and His guidance is always perfect, even when you don't understand what's happening or where the path is leading. One of the most powerful ways to quiet the inner battle and deepen your trust in God is through prayer. Prayer is not just about asking for what you want. It is about surrendering your heart, your worries, and your desires to God. It is an invitation for God to enter your life and guide you with His wisdom. When you pray, you create a space for God's peace to enter your heart, to calm your fears, and to reassure you that you are on the right path. Prayer is the moment when you release the tension and say, God, I trust you. Lead me, guide me, and show me your way. When you are in prayer, you align yourself with the divine flow of life. It is a way to shift your focus from your fears and uncertainties to the unwavering love and guidance of God. By surrendering in prayer, you acknowledge that God is the ultimate source of peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding. Prayer connects you to that peace, helping you align with the divine plan and trust that even in the midst of uncertainty, you are being led exactly where you need to be. But prayer is not the only way to invite God's peace into your life. Faith plays a key role in this journey. Faith is the confident assurance that God's plan for your life is unfolding in perfect timing, even when you can't see the full picture. Faith is trusting that God is guiding you even when the path is unclear. It is stepping out into the unknown with the knowledge that God's hand is always there to catch you. When you have faith, you release the need for immediate answers and the pressure to control outcomes. Instead, you trust that God will provide what you need exactly when you need it. It's about believing that God's wisdom is far greater than your own, and that His plan will lead you to a place of peace and purpose. Faith allows you to walk with confidence even when the road ahead seems uncertain. It is the assurance that no matter what challenges you face, God is walking beside you, leading you toward divine peace. Choosing to trust in faith is also about accepting that there will be times of waiting. There will be moments when the path ahead is not clear and you won't have all the answers. These are the times when God calls you to wait patiently and trust that He is working behind the scenes. Waiting can be difficult because it challenges our need for immediate results and quick solutions. But in the waiting, God is doing a work within you, deepening your trust, strengthening your faith, and preparing you for the next step. During these waiting periods, it is essential to remember that God is not silent. Even when you can't see immediate results, He is guiding you. He is with you in every moment, even if it feels like nothing is happening. God's timing is always perfect, and the waiting is never in vain. It is during these moments that your trust and faith are deepened and your connection to divine peace is strengthened. Choosing peace in the midst of uncertainty is one of the most powerful acts of surrender. When you release the need to control and allow God's peace to fill you, you begin to experience the world differently. Instead of reacting to life's challenges with anxiety, fear, or frustration, you begin to respond with calm, clarity, and trust. When you embrace the peace that comes from surrendering control, you find that you can navigate difficult situations with grace and ease. This is the beauty of surrendering to God's guidance. It brings a deep, abiding peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. It doesn't matter how chaotic the world may seem or how uncertain your future may be. When you trust God and surrender to His will, you are anchored in His divine peace, a peace that remains unshaken by the storms of life. You may still face challenges, but instead of feeling overwhelmed, you will approach them with a sense of trust and inner calm. The world may be uncertain, but your foundation is solid. It is built on trust in God's plan and faith in His perfect timing. Chosen one, remember that this peace is not a temporary state. It is the life you are invited to live, one of continuous surrender and trust in God's guidance. With each decision, each prayer, and each moment of faith, you are aligning yourself with the divine flow of peace that is available to you at all times. You are walking in the truth that God is always with you, guiding you and leading you toward greater peace, joy, and purpose. Let go, trust, and allow God's peace to settle in your heart. As you continue to surrender daily, you will find that the more you trust God, the more His peace becomes your reality, flowing through you in every aspect of your life. With every act of surrender, you are transforming, growing, and stepping into the life that God has prepared for you. Chosen one, as you continue to deepen your trust in God and practice surrendering control, you will encounter moments of resistance. This is part of the process. We are human, and our natural inclination is often to hold tightly to what is familiar, to try and shape the world around us to our will. But the truth is, resistance to surrender only causes inner turmoil. It is the conflict between our desire for control and God's invitation to rest in His perfect peace. In these moments of resistance, you may feel the urge to take matters into your own hands, to exert your will, and to force outcomes. But chosen one, know that this resistance is a sign of growth. Every time you feel the pull to control, to fight, or to push, you are being invited to trust more deeply. The surrender you are being called to is not a passive resignation, but a conscious act of faith, a willingness to trust that God's plan is greater than anything you could create on your own. One of the hardest aspects of surrender is learning to release the fear of uncertainty. Our minds often crave certainty. We want to know the outcome, the path, and the timeline. This desire for certainty can drive us to overthink, overplan, and overworry, as if having a precise map of the future will bring us peace. But in reality, uncertainty is where divine guidance thrives. When we don't have all the answers, it is when we are most open to God's wisdom. Uncertainty is the space in which trust is born. To truly embrace surrender, you must make peace with the unknown. This doesn't mean that you stop making decisions or planning for the future. Rather, it means you approach life with an open heart, trusting that while the future may be unclear, God is already there preparing the way for you. You no longer have to hold the entire future in your hands. Instead, you choose to surrender your plans to God, knowing that He is guiding you toward what is meant for you at the perfect time. This brings us to the practice of daily surrender. Every day you are faced with moments when you must choose whether to hold tightly to control or to release it. Whether it's in a small decision or a major life event, the choice remains the same. Will you trust in God's guidance, or will you rely on your own understanding? The beauty of daily surrender is that it becomes easier with practice. The more you choose to trust, the more you create space for peace, love, and divine guidance to flow into your life. Surrendering daily doesn't mean you have to surrender everything at once. Instead, it means making the choice each day to lay down your worries, your fears, and your need to control. It means waking up each morning and saying, God, I trust you with today. Lead me, guide me, and fill me with your peace. It's about giving up the need to have all the answers, trusting that God is with you in every moment, guiding you with love and wisdom. There may be times when you struggle with this daily surrender, especially when life's challenges arise. The road to peace is not always smooth, and there will be moments when fear and doubt try to creep in. But remember, chosen one surrender is not about perfection, it's about intention. Even if you stumble, even if you find yourself clinging to control, God's grace is always there to meet you. It's in those moments of struggle that His peace can transform you if you allow it. In times of difficulty, when you feel the weight of the world pressing down on you, return to trust. Return to God's promises. He has not abandoned you. He is walking beside you, guiding you and loving you through every challenge. When you surrender in these moments, you invite divine peace to take root in your heart. It is through surrender that you experience the true power of God's presence in your life. He is always with you, even in the most difficult times. The practice of surrendering control also leads you to discover your true strength. When you release your need to control every outcome, you step into the strength that comes from trusting in God. True strength is not about force or resistance. It is about surrendering your will to Him and allowing His power to work through you. This strength is quiet, steady, and unwavering. It is the peace that comes from knowing that no matter what happens, God has you in His hands. This divine strength will carry you through the challenges of life, enabling you to meet each obstacle with grace, patience, and courage. Surrendering does not make you weak. It makes you strong in ways you never imagined. You no longer have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are free to live in peace, knowing that God is carrying you. As you surrender daily, you begin to notice a shift in your heart. The more you trust, the more you are filled with divine peace. Peace that transcends understanding. Peace that calms the storms of life. Peace that settles deep in your soul. This peace becomes your anchor, your foundation, and your guide. It is the steady presence of God within you, leading you, comforting you, and empowering you to live the life He has prepared for you. You are also learning to trust God's timing. When you release the need for everything to happen on your schedule, you open yourself to God's perfect timing. You stop rushing and start trusting the pace of His guidance. You begin to understand that God's timing is always right, even if it doesn't match your own plans. He knows what is best for you, and His timing is always perfect. There will be moments, chosen one, when you are faced with decisions or situations that seem uncertain, and you won't know what to do next. But trust that in the stillness of surrender, God's wisdom will shine through. When you are aligned with His peace, you will know exactly what to do. Your decisions will no longer be driven by fear or pressure, but by a deep knowing that you are guided by a higher power. So, chosen one, as you continue on this journey of surrender, remember this: surrender is a practice of trust, and trust leads to peace. Each time you let go, each time you choose to trust God with your life, you are moving closer to the divine peace and freedom that await you. Keep surrendering, keep trusting, and keep walking in the peace that only God can provide. Chosen one, as you continue on this sacred journey of surrender, you will begin to understand the true power of letting go. In a world that constantly encourages you to control, to fight for what you want, and to push through every obstacle, surrendering may feel counterintuitive. But this divine act of surrender is the doorway to a life of peace, joy, and divine alignment. When you release the need to control every aspect of your life, you step into a flow of life that is filled with grace, trust, and the constant presence of divine peace. Let's explore the concept of divine flow, chosen one. Just as a river flows without resistance following the course laid out for it, so too are you called to live your life in divine flow. This flow is God's perfect will moving through you and carrying you toward your highest good. But to enter this flow, you must first surrender your need to control every aspect of your journey. The more you let go of resistance and allow God's guidance to lead you, the more easily you will move through life with grace and ease. When you are in divine flow, you are no longer fighting against the current of life. You are trusting that God is guiding you even when you can't see the way forward. You stop clinging to the illusion of control and instead trust that each step you take is in perfect alignment with the divine plan. Surrendering to God's flow means you are allowing your life to unfold naturally without forcing or struggling. It means trusting that even in times of uncertainty, God is always present, always guiding you, and always leading you toward what is best for you. The beauty of divine flow is that it brings peace to every situation. When you surrender to the flow, you stop trying to force outcomes and instead allow things to unfold in God's perfect timing. This doesn't mean you sit passively by. It means you take action when prompted, but you do so with a heart that trusts the divine process. Instead of worrying about how things will turn out, you embrace the journey, knowing that God's guidance is with you every step of the way. You let go of the need to control the pace of your life and trust that God will lead you where you need to be. As you walk in divine flow, you will notice that the obstacles and challenges that once seemed insurmountable no longer have the same power over you. The struggles of life don't feel as heavy because you are no longer fighting them. Instead of trying to manipulate situations or outcomes, you allow God to work through you, trusting that He is using every experience to shape you, refine you, and guide you toward your highest good. This surrender to God's perfect will frees you from the burden of striving and struggling, and it fills your heart with the peace that comes from knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. But there is another essential element to embracing the flow of life chosen, one living with intention. Surrendering does not mean being passive or indifferent. It means being intentionally open to God's guidance and actively following His lead. When you surrender, you allow yourself to be guided not by your fears or desires, but by a deep inner knowing that God's plan is unfolding perfectly in your life. To live with intention means that you wake up each day with a heart open to God's will. You don't simply go through the motions of life reacting to whatever comes your way. Instead, you consciously choose to align yourself with the divine purpose that God has for you. You set your intentions each day by seeking God's guidance, trusting that He will show you the way. You open yourself to His wisdom, and you step forward with courage and trust, knowing that He is leading you every step of the way. Living with intention also means releasing the need to rush. In our fast-paced world, there is often pressure to move quickly, to accomplish more, and to meet deadlines. But when you surrender to divine flow, you recognize that there is no need to rush. God's timing is perfect, and you don't need to force things to happen faster than they are meant to. Every moment is a gift, and every step you take is an important part of the journey. As you trust in God's timing and live with intention, you will find that your life unfolds with greater ease and beauty. When you are in divine flow, you also begin to see the beauty in each moment. Life is not about rushing to the next goal or achievement. It is about embracing the present moment, trusting that God is present in every experience. Even in times of difficulty or uncertainty, you can find peace in knowing that God is with you, guiding you, and using those experiences to help you grow. The more you surrender, the more you allow yourself to be fully present in each moment, appreciating the divine grace that flows through you. One of the most transformative aspects of surrendering to divine flow is the freedom it brings. When you release the need to control, you free yourself from the chains of anxiety, fear, and worry. You no longer have to hold everything together or constantly strive to make things happen. Instead, you can rest in the knowledge that God is in control and He is leading you toward your highest good. This freedom allows you to live with a heart full of peace, knowing that no matter what happens, you are exactly where you are meant to be. And as you continue to live in divine flow, you will notice that your life becomes more aligned with God's purpose. Every decision, every relationship, and every challenge becomes an opportunity to deepen your trust and surrender to God's will. You begin to see that every moment is sacred, and you no longer need to chase after external achievements or validation. Instead, you find joy in the knowledge that you are walking in alignment with your divine purpose, trusting that God is guiding you to exactly where you need to be. So, chosen one, embrace divine flow. Let go of the need to control and trust that God is guiding you on a path of peace, joy, and purpose. Surrender each moment to Him, knowing that He will lead you in ways that you could never imagine. Live with intention, trust in His timing, and allow His peace to fill every area of your life. As you do, you will find that the divine flow becomes a constant presence within you, guiding you, supporting you, and leading you toward the life you were always meant to live. Chosen one, as you embrace the divine flow and continue to surrender daily, something extraordinary begins to happen within you. You start to experience the deep peace that comes with aligning your heart and mind with God's will. This peace is not contingent on your circumstances or your ability to control outcomes. It is a peace that transcends understanding, a peace that settles deep within your soul no matter what external challenges arise. This peace, chosen one, is the fruit of surrendering control and trusting fully in God's guidance. To experience this peace, you must understand that it is not a temporary or fleeting feeling, it is a state of being. Peace becomes your natural state when you continually surrender to God's will. It becomes the foundation upon which you build your life, the steady anchor that holds you in place, no matter how turbulent the world around you may seem. This peace does not arise from avoiding problems or pretending that life is always easy. It comes from knowing that no matter what happens, God is with you, guiding you, protecting you, and loving you through every moment. In the process of surrendering to God, you may have noticed that the need for control fades. The tight grip you once had on your life begins to loosen. You start to release the worry, the pressure, and the anxiety that come with trying to manage every aspect of your existence. This release is incredibly freeing. You begin to recognize that you don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to control every outcome. Instead, you can live in a state of trust that God will provide what you need when you need it, and that His plan for your life is always unfolding perfectly. This peace also brings with it a sense of freedom. Freedom from the need to prove yourself to earn love or to seek validation from others. When you surrender control you stop seeking external approval and start finding your worth in Him alone. Your identity is no longer defined by the roles you play, the things you accomplish, or the opinions of others. Instead, you begin to see yourself as God sees you, His beloved, His chosen one, deeply loved and valued just as you are. As this freedom and peace take root within you, you will notice that your relationships transform. When you surrender to God's will, you begin to approach others from a place of love, compassion, and understanding. You no longer feel the need to control or change people. Instead, you accept them as they are, trusting that God is working in their lives just as He is working in yours. This release of control allows you to let go of expectations, creating space for deeper connections built on trust and mutual respect. Peace is also found in the simple act of surrendering your fears. Fear often comes from the belief that you have to control everything to be safe or secure. But surrendering your fear means trusting that God is bigger than your fears, that His love, His power, and His presence will always protect you. It is not that fear disappears entirely, but when you face fear with surrender, you find that it no longer holds the same power over you. Instead, you are able to look fear in the eye, acknowledge it, and choose to move forward in faith, knowing that God's peace will calm your soul. In the moments when doubt creeps in, as it inevitably will, you must remember that trust is a choice. Doubt is not a reflection of your weakness, but rather an invitation to deepen your trust. When doubt arises, don't shy away from it or try to suppress it. Instead, acknowledge it and bring it to God. Ask Him for the strength to trust more deeply, to surrender your fears and your doubts into His loving hands. Trust that God is patient with you and will guide you gently back into His peace, even when your faith feels shaken. One of the greatest aspects of peace is that it is available to you in every moment. No matter what challenges you face, no matter what emotions arise, you can always choose peace. This peace is not something that depends on perfect circumstances or the absence of problems. It is something that comes from within, a peace that flows from your connection to God. When you choose peace, you align yourself with the divine presence that is always with you. In every decision, in every action, you can choose to respond from a place of peace rather than fear, anger, or frustration. But this doesn't mean that peace is something you have to earn or work for. Peace is a gift from God, one that you receive by choosing to trust Him fully, by surrendering your need to control, and by embracing His will for your life. The more you surrender, the more peace will fill you. And as you allow this peace to fill you, you begin to see the world differently. You see the beauty in every moment, the divine hand at work in every experience, and the love of God unfolding in ways you may have never noticed before. Divine peace is a state of grace, chosen one. It's the peaceful acceptance of God's will, the trust that He is always with you, and the assurance that His plans are good. As you continue to surrender, you begin to experience this peace not just as a fleeting moment, but as a continuous presence in your life. It becomes your anchor, your foundation, and your guide in every situation. The more you live in this peace, the more it will transform your life. You will find that the stress and anxiety that once seemed overwhelming no longer have the same power over you. Instead, you will move through life with a sense of ease and confidence, trusting that God is leading you and that His timing is perfect. Every challenge, every victory, every moment will be experienced through the lens of divine peace, allowing you to grow and evolve in ways that you could never have imagined. So, chosen one, as you continue on this path of surrender and trust, know that divine peace is your inheritance. It is always available to you, waiting for you to choose it. Trust in God's perfect plan for your life. Surrender your need to control and let His peace fill every area of your heart. This peace will guide you, sustain you, and lead you into the life that God has prepared for you, a life of divine purpose, joy, and fulfillment. With every surrender, you grow closer to the life of peace and purpose that awaits you. Keep surrendering, keep trusting, and remember, divine peace is yours to embrace in every moment. Chosen one, as you reach this final stage of your journey towards surrender, there is one last profound truth to embrace: the peace you seek is already within you. You have been surrendering control, trusting in God's plan, and walking in the divine flow. But now it is time to acknowledge something even deeper. The peace you've been seeking is not some far-off destination. It is not something you have to earn or attain through effort. It is already planted within your soul, awaiting your recognition. This divine peace is the very essence of your connection to God. It is a peace that is grounded in His presence, in His love, and in His constant guidance. When you choose to surrender, you are not creating peace out of nothing. You are simply clearing away the barriers that have kept you from experiencing the peace that is always present within you. It's a peace that has been there all along, and as you surrender to God, you begin to awaken to this truth. In this moment, take a deep breath. As you breathe in, feel the divine peace filling your lungs, your heart, and your spirit. As you exhale, imagine releasing the last remnants of tension and fear. Feel the peace inside of you, the peace that comes when you let go of control and trust that God is always with you. This peace is not something you need to search for or chase. It is already within you, waiting for you to claim it. When you understand that peace is already within you, you stop searching for it outside yourself. For so long, you may have looked for peace in external circumstances, your relationships, your career, your achievements. You may have thought that once everything fell into place, you would finally experience the peace you long for. But the truth is, peace does not depend on anything outside of you. It depends solely on your connection with the divine. When you surrender, you open yourself to the peace that is always available to you, no matter the circumstances. This realization is transformative. It means that you no longer need to wait for external conditions to change in order to experience peace. You can find peace in the midst of chaos, in the face of uncertainty, and even in the most challenging moments of your life. When you surrender to God's guidance, you are aligning with the peace that He has already placed within you. It is the peace of God, and it is yours to experience right now. Embracing this truth also means that you no longer need to fight against yourself. The struggle within the tug of war between wanting to control everything and surrendering to one fades as you begin to accept that peace is your natural state. The inner conflict that has caused so much tension begins to dissolve. Instead of constantly fighting against your fears, anxieties, and uncertainties, you can begin to trust that God's peace is bigger than any of your struggles. It is the peace that overcomes fear, the peace that passes all understanding. It is a peace that can calm your soul and guide you through any storm. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing this peace is that it allows you to live more fully in the present moment. So often we are caught up in the past or the future, thinking about what has happened or what may come. But the peace of God is always available in the present moment. It is not something you need to chase after. It is not something that depends on time or circumstances. It is a presence that exists right here, right now. When you allow yourself to be fully present, to live in this moment with God, you experience the fullness of His peace. It becomes your anchor, grounding you in every situation, every decision, and every interaction. This peace also empowers you to forgive yourself and others. The more you recognize the peace that is within you, the more you are able to extend that peace to others. Forgiveness is an act of surrender, a choice to let go of resentment, anger, or bitterness, and to choose the peace that comes from God. When you surrender the need to hold on to grudges or past hurts, you make room for love, healing, and restoration. As you allow God's peace to fill you, you also allow it to flow through you into your relationships. Forgiveness is not just for the other person, it is for you. It is a way of surrendering the emotional weight of the past, letting go of the burden that has kept you from experiencing the peace that is yours. When you forgive, you open yourself to God's peace in a deeper way. You stop letting the past dictate your present and future. Instead, you embrace the freedom that comes from surrendering your right to control and choosing peace over resentment. Divine peace also brings clarity. When you are at peace, you are better able to see the path ahead. Life may still present challenges, but with peace in your heart, you can navigate those challenges with clarity and confidence. You no longer need to make decisions out of fear or anxiety. Instead, you make choices from a place of calm, trusting that God is guiding you. Clarity comes when you surrender your need to control the outcome and allow God to lead you with love and wisdom. As you continue to live in surrender and peace, you will notice that the external world may change as well. As you radiate peace, others around you will begin to experience that peace as well. Your presence will become a light, a beacon of God's love and peace in a world that often feels chaotic and divided. This is the ripple effect of surrender. As you embrace peace, you help others to find it. Your inner peace has the power to transform your relationships, your community, and even your surroundings. Chosen one, you are not meant to walk this journey alone. As you surrender daily to God, you are aligning yourself with the divine purpose that He has prepared for you. You are walking hand in hand with God, trusting in His wisdom, His love, and His perfect timing. With every act of surrender, you open yourself more fully to the peace and joy that God desires for you. The more you surrender, the more you embrace divine peace, and the more you experience the fullness of His love and guidance. So, chosen one, trust in the peace that is already within you. Surrender your need to control, release your fears, and choose to live in alignment with God's will. The peace you seek is not something to be found, it is something to be embraced, for it is already yours, waiting for you to claim it. With each moment of surrender, you step more fully into the divine peace and purpose that God has designed for you.